Is revenge better or forgiveness? I'm going to read a passage about this from the Mahabharata. And the reason I think that this epic is such an impressive piece of humanity is that it deals with all of the complexities of what constitutes right action within the messiness of human behavior. So, this is what it has to say from volume 2. Prahalada said, "O son, revenge is not always superior, nor is forgiveness always superior. Learn the nature of both, so that there is no scope for doubt. A man who always forgives suffers from many faults. His servants treat him with contempt, and others are also disrespectful. All the beings never bow down before him. Therefore, the learned say that perpetual forgiveness should be avoided. Disregarding him, the servants fall prey to many sins. Those with limited intelligence try to take away his riches from him. The servants also appropriate his vehicles, garments, ornaments, beds, seats, foods, drinks, and all his other articles. They do not give to those to whom presents should be given, as instructed by the master to give, but fall prey to their own desires. The master is never shown the respect he deserves. To be ignored in this world is worse than death. Sons, servants, and even those who are not servants speak harsh words to such a forgiving person. They abuse the forgiving person and even desire his wife. The wife, too, follows her own desire and intelligence. Even if a slight bit of punishment is deserved and is not meted out, those lovers of pleasure will injure him and resort to evil acts. Those and other faults are always associated with those who are forgiving. Now, listen to the faults associated with those who never forgive. If in the wrong place, or even in a right one, a person is afflicted with passion and anger and metes out various punishments on the strength of his energy, he will be clouded because of his energy and will face conflict with his allies. He will receive hatred from the worlds and from his relatives. Because of the contempt displayed, such a man suffers losses of riches and receives abuse, disrespect, and disregard. He confronts remorse, hatred, and confusion and creates enemies. If in anger a man inflicts different kinds of punishment on men, he is swiftly deprived of his riches, life, and relatives. If he equally uses his force on benefactors and those who wish him ill, such a man is shunned in the world, like a snake inside a house. How can the world confer good fortune on someone who is shunned? People are sure to hurt him as soon as they find a weakness. Therefore, one should not always be overpowering, nor should one always be gentle. He who is gentle at the right time and harsh at the right time always finds happiness in this world and the next. Listen, I will now tell you in detail about the time when one should be forgiving. This has been recounted by the learned ones earlier and should always be followed. If a former benefactor commits a crime that is not too great, in view of the earlier favor, this transgression should be pardoned. Those who commit an offense out of stupidity and seek pardon should be forgiven, because learning is not easily available everywhere to all people. Even if the offense is slight, an offender who commits a crime with full knowledge but claims he does not know should be punished, because this is crookedness. The first offense should be forgiven for all beings, but when they commit the second one, however slight, it should be punished. If a crime is committed unknowingly, it is said that this should be pardoned, but only after proper examination. Gentleness can vanquish gentleness, and gentleness can also vanquish harshness. There is nothing that gentleness cannot vanquish. Therefore, gentleness is the stronger of the two. But one should act after considering the time and the place, the strengths and the weaknesses. The wrong time and place can lead to failure. Therefore, one should wait for the right time and place. Sometimes an offender can be pardoned out of regard for the people. These have been described as the right time to forgive. At times other than these, it has been said that one should use one's energy to punish.